quick trade out will at least potentially facilitate that spike plant, but it looks like Vitality want to deny that by getting a little aggressive.
Yeah, actually, Obnox going to find 2 headshots. Kyedae and Vac will fall. Actually, Obnox will find a 3rd as well for good measure. Just 1 left to find. Sender will fall, and initially a good response there from Vitality. Like you had to get ahead of the curve, right? To prevent enabled here with the Vandal in hand. Actually, Sender, great swing on the back of that contact.
That's a nasty swing, but okay, the Spectre on the trade. Any damage here is going to make a little bit of the money be drawn away from Vitality, but again, we still have the 2 rifles in hand. They have not been left, they've not been able to be policed away.
So Kyedae actually, out of audio range, he was able to jump over that trap, so I don't think Big will be aware of just how deep he is. Obnox, again, going to explore. We'll find back straight up. Shadow finds a second, and Casper has one to deal with now. He was a little bit disconnected here on this lurk. Didn't find value early on this time around. 5 seconds left. Whether he can find another kill, but already ticking the box. 3 kills for Big here. Yes, they will concede the round, but good damage done, removing a couple of the weapons. Twiston will actually find an opener here, so still achievable for Big.
It is, but Brams is just going to be on buying time duty, and that's not how you do it. Twiston's going to remove him, and now suddenly the site looks accessible. Spike, going to be a little troublesome to go down, but Obnox, that is beautiful work from him. Shadow tries to slip through, but there's Obnox. We said it. This guy pops off, he starts filling out that game early. Maybe he's the player they need. And the 3 down from Big, and in some fashion, I thought Vitality had that round. I want to see this consideration because mid's already been taken. Vitality have pushed down. They've got the information. They're going to go for the stack out on this. So Big needs to be very aware that there's going to be maybe 2, 3, make it now 5 players behind this wall. Twiston, let's see how sharp you are today. That's going to be 1. The follow-up, not good enough. Shadow, a punish. Big now fully aware, and got B doing his aim training mid-game. So comfy stuff from Big in the end. Looked a little scary. Okay. You've had players in the right place in the past. They've struggled to actually deny the hit, and it looks like it's starting already. Back in code, just about walk through the wall. See nothing early, but now here comes the hit. There goes the on backspin, somewhat unchecked. Oh, he's made a bit of a meal of it. Still gets away with 2. How's he done that? But in the meantime, Big Dig it did get 2 of their own. So it's a 3v3. Where's that spike for now? Yet to be planted. Oh, this is horrific. Brams just gets a little lost in the sauce, and now it's a 2v2. 20 seconds now. It is all on Twiston. 1v2. Whoa, he's got 1! Does he predict the second? He's got 13 seconds to play with. He has the spike. How does he want to do this? He wants that fight! He gets it, but it goes all astray as Shadow towards middle. Casper as well, threading the needle through towards side. He's going to have the scot-free kill on 1, and maybe a follow-up. It looks like Vax all too aware, but gets caught with his pants down. Sender now put to task because it's a 3v2, and once again we're consistently seeing Big finding these approaches that really do seem to catch him off guard, as maybe the res will try and bring him back to the feet, but Obnox again, look at this guy, it's going to be inevitable. Yeah, Twiston's right there in the back lines. Big. Let's see if they can keep this clean for Big.
Now they're going to try and find something with the blade storm, but Obnox will punish Sender on the way through. Obnox again! Finding a 3k back, finally puts him down. Struggling with that classic though.
Player standing.
Just a matter of time before they find this final kill. Oh, okay, Back made a pretty good attempt at it there. Finds a headshot, but no consolation.
Look at that little switch up, taking so much space. That's huge information. This should, if anything, really resound towards the players on B, but that's even better. Bram's going to find God B, and that's now the spike gone down, but the raid boss is on the way, so Obnox going to quickly get the spike and get out of dodge.
Spike being noted, I guess means Vitality can sit as they are now.
Just snapping his wrist.
No way, man.
Yo, let's go. Give me another. Give me one more. One more. Yeah.
Walk it back.
Slowly.
No!
Oh.
Standing.
What the hell was that first shot?
Ah, man.
I mean, I almost want to see the second as well, but that first flick was disgusting from Twiston.
As Aslan just has to sit there like, I almost had him. But still, attention being drawn on towards the other side here as Sender's well aware there's 2 players slowly encroaching. I say slowly. It is our main man, Obnox, who's been an absolute force. That's how I get 1 this time as Shadow's still the backbone, trying to hold on to that B site. And the last 2 players, a mile apart, and not much hitting for them right now.
No way, he's actually going to try and ult him out of the turret that he droned there, sorry. Get the first tag though, so we'll cancel it. Operator in hand. Actually find Brams there to punish through, and as that one find one as well. It comes to a 2v2.
It's getting throwy. What? It's getting very throwy! And Godby is absolutely battering them. Oh dear. This could be that first nail placed in a coffin on this map. Unless kyedae can save it. And that is not looking likely. Oh dearie
Just when
me,
you think they might get an 8-4 there. Just when they might.
4v2? It's so tricky. Regardless, we go into the second half. A 93. And Vitality needing a bit of a performance here. And that could be a start to it. Gonna put body on the line.
Spike planted.
Big instantly. Gonna have to work their way back through. But 4 HP for Vac.
I was gonna say, yeah. 35 on Brams, 56 on Sender, so definitely doable here. Casper will find Sender as well, so brings it to a 3v3.
Scanning ahead.
Shadow, got to be the playmaker here with that stack of HP. No way Casper's expecting that. What?
What is the cerebral play from some of these players? Great damage coming in, Shadow. It's all on you. It's all in your hands.
No way.
There was nothing left in the mag. Diffuse comes in, and I said it, that first nail was placed. This could be the hammer as 10 is going to be on the board.
We'll spot him out, but an over peak in this scenario. Twistin back to stairs now. The other 3 members of Vitality stacked up towards Cable, so they might try and move in behind this Viper wall here. Okay.
Spike
Unlucky
planted.
Vac. NT.
Next round. It just feels like Big's getting everything they need. Vitality are getting no room, and I was watching them play, and I mean, Sender was quite impressive to watch. Looked, very individually, talented. And now we're seeing, no, that Shadow's in a world of danger. Flashed away, forced away. Big 4 alive. Diffuse comes in. 11 to be found in Vitality. We need a spark here. We need something. Tight hit, full set piece coming in, but Casper so prepared for this as well. kyedae's just isolated and removed the tip of the spear, now looking blunt. Quick swing from Obnox as well, making light work of that. Big are just so robust in this, and again, they still can't remove Casper. Sitting like a statue on top. Not so fast to Sender. Maybe looking for that late lurk. Looking real lonely now as Aslan takes him out, and it's 12 now. This is, if this is, let's say, the A game with the polish of the individual power, right? You've got all that beautiful theory crafting coming out from the brain, which would be Godby, and now you've got the swarm with Obnox, it looks like, or whomever else stands up at the time. Aslan this time fancies a moment in the spotlight as already Vitality being just chipped away at. This is not kicking and screaming on the way down. This is just a meek performance from them. I really hope there's more, because this was their choice. This was Vitality's map pick, and right now it's down to 2. Vac and Sender, barely 70 HP between them, leaving it all in the hands of Vac and Casper. Remove his head. It's actually Obnox to close out. That's map 1 done. 13-3.
I mean, Swift, they almost right their wrongs, really. Like I said, it relied a lot on Vitality having the retreat opportunities here, but straight away, Big, on the back of that contact from A, are going to progress on towards B site. We'll find, actually, Shadow Brams finds 2 here.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, this is beautiful work coming out. That's a shutdown. It's 5 alive, and Vitality instantly answer back.
Straight away, this is to address that aggression in the pistol round. At least Obnox tagged up there, reload down to 15 HP. Vitality will force their way through here. Actually, Vac has a smoke to move inside. He was noted there. It doesn't look like he was, but yeah, another flawless round. And like you said, in terms of confidence, getting back on the board, that's the way to start off map 2.
Taking that back.
Try and progress up short here, up catwalk, and decent position here to split onto A. Brams completely unaware.
Twistin, I feel, you saw him on the first map absolutely popping off, but that was just a bit of a shaky shot, but it'll be fine. As Vitality are going to also fall away, so a little bit deeper, call in those rotations. Casper is towards sight though, so there could be problems, as there it is. 4 still stand, and looking towards Vac and Sender to do a little bit more damage if they can get down one more. This could be imperative.
Gun here.
Be able to retrieve something up on Heaven here. Sender, before he can even get anything done, will be shut down. Vac, the last man standing. You find any further damage here. Again, looking for Big to hold on to 3 rifles. And we'll do just that. I'm around 2 people to make sure that there's no big members that are able to slip through. Vac again, looking to re-aggress. You'll find Godby. Spike noted
Spike down,
as
mid.
well. Damage actually onto any of the Vitality players right now, so they can stack up around this.
And Bram seems all too aware of the possibility of someone trying to walk the smoke towards top middle, but he filled that gap just perfectly as Aslan and Casper not looking so likely to get anything Vitality again. When they win clean. They've had 3 flawless rounds now.
This is a possibility. On the first and the second. You get the third. Casper going to swing out back on point with the operator right now. Vitality clean things up.
A turnaround is that you just play pure sight hits, right? This is where you have to lean into that, which does also play towards Chamber because he does have those, I guess, slow AoE effects, right? So it does make it a little bit trickier to make it work. Spike gets lost on the cross, but it should be collected and now moved forward. Vac a little too far ahead, and Obnox with the punish towards Sender. This is perfect. They didn't have to overpeak on this. Vitality could have held for a second, maybe a little bit of discipline shown, but now Brams and Shadow put to task in a 2v3. I don't know how they're going to break this one back.
I almost want to know where the hell Obnox was off to there, but we'll look back at that. Rams and Shadow now with it all to do on the way back in. Aslan will punish that. Shadow finds a response though. Can he find another? Aslan very low HP.
This is where it gets really problematic for Shadow.
Nice on Crossfire.
Crossfire was going to be held, yeah. And you could even see Aslan playing a little bit safer. It may not have been the instant trade, but it would have been there. So, going to put him to bed. But already, Vac's in a bit of danger. Yeah, put in the corner. Unable to play out of it, and it looks like they want to speed up the pace here. Shadow is going to find 1. Is he able to find more? Yes! Shadow turns on a dime and finds 2. Now he needs some more. He gets more! Shadow, how are you doing this? As Vitality convert the round off the back of kyedae in the end, shutting down Aslan. Sender can be played in on this with kyedae by his side.
Actually, first one gets traded out now, but out to a 3v2. Bobby and Casper can recover anything here. Vac, the operator, nothing really to feel out, but the neural theft will give away
1 enemy remaining.
the information necessary. He still finds it there. That's a little push up outside of B main just to catch that before they make their way up through Catwalk. Oh yeah, mid-no. No secrets about this push from Big.
Destroyed.
Yeah, Sender though feeling aggressive and confident. Does punish Aslan, but that big play up middle is still looking deadly as Obnox turns around and actually finds 2. kyedae and Brams get caught off. Now this is from Sender. He's isolated. He can dip away, but he gets found! Twisted out of the air. Sender. What a bit of impact from him. 40 HP. Can he still do something with it? Turns the flash. He's still standing, but only for so long. Obnox keeping things together, and so many ridiculous moments already. Twiston looking to maybe do some damage. That's now dangerous. Back going to pop the ult. Has to respect it a second, but he's still looking for that pixel out of place. But 3 players going to play back in through mid. But look who's waiting. It is Obnox, and this guy has been a monster. And that monster comes alive again. kyedae and Sender. He gets Shadow as well. This guy's a beast. What a performance, be it on Sky, now be it on KO. He's showing some real diligence, but there is Brams and there's Vac still standing. This round's not over yet.
Before try and find something early here though, as the spike is ticking away. Twiston seal the deal on this round now. Vac forced to hold on to this operator for dear life. It's just crazy again. Obnox and 3Ks. And again, that's a position where with 3 pushing up Catwalk and 1 player in tree, that should be a 1 and done for Obnox. That just goes to show... okay, right, Twiston will catch Vac on the way out there, so operator removed. And the maximum economical damage done, but
the spike hasn't committed. There's still room to breathe as Aslan. Gonna find kyedae and now open up that paranoia that's... Wait, there's still 1 by B. Oh, and Obnox pushing up towards heaven. How are they getting these picks back?
It's crazy to see Big and their ability to slow down the round at this point when they have somebody so deep on A site. Gob actually catches a headshot there. I think, yeah, it does 140 down to 10 HP now. Obnox relaying this information that he should have safe passage to A site.
I don't think they know. Yeah, because he was kind of on that long rotate through spawn. Not giving much away. Vac though going to work in quite quickly towards this, and Obnox going to be trying to play as patient as possible. Gets the information when that spike gets tapped. That's 1. He wants to follow up as well. He can't get it, but now it's on Aslan. Patience has to be his virtue here. Patience actually not shown at all, but timing-wise, Mike, Shadow's going to be right down to the wire on this.
Just about,
He's got it.
1.2 seconds left on that, and I think you're right. Oh.
They're going to try and push it? I'm wondering.
It looked like they did, right?
Sent something in,
yeah. They're going to try and arrow through that smoke. They do, yeah. Aslan finds it.
Yeah, it was a nice little set piece. Give them at least now an even post-plant 3v3. And they get to take in towards market, which is actually a nuisance if they try and cross through. You can see the attention put towards this. Casper's going to punish kyedae, and now it's down to 2. Shadow still stands, and this man's been an absolute immovable object on towards the site. Vax still focused towards the back of site, and godb wins a critical fight for them. Putting now Shadow in a really undesirable spot. And Shadow, it's all been noted, and it's all about time, and Aslan is going to play it down to the second. That was a very nice how they want to approach godb, just trying to play the game, and he plays it well. Going to take down Vax for the next layer, the next string to Vitality's approach is looking a little bit more deadly. Shadow there with a good trade, takes down Twiston. godb's still on the side. He's trying to play him like a fiddle. He does eventually get overwhelmed. It's a little time for Obnox, but Vitality still with the bigger numbers, favourable numbers, able to trade in effectively.
Just avoiding that. I thought he might even get punished for not shooting that arrow, but again, no confirmation of the info here. So Aslan has an opportunity to at least find an opening peak. Shadow doesn't spot him on the first, does on the second. The shot will confirm it now, but Shadow down to 10 HP here. Has to be the first in the double swing. Falling off for Vitality. Shadow finds his third.
It still looks like this A piece is coming in, but Obnox is the one there, and he's felt out the pressure instantly. That's going to be big information found. 3 agents noted, but even with the information, they start to deal with them. But Twiston, timing's everything, and kyedae reads him like a book. That could have been such a game changer in this, but it's not to be. Beautiful work on the other side, and now the spike's going to go down. You can't do much. This is a save every day of the week.
Right decision here from Casper and godb. Interesting to see Vitality slowing things down, and Big absolutely making the most of that, right? They're looking to take space in mid. He's looking to...
It's not a theory you want to be running. Twiston gets good information as well. I'm pretty sure he noted 2 players there, if I'm not mistaken. So again, big pull comes in. They can get the rotations through. Good work from Sender, but still, it's a 4v3. Down to 17 seconds. Spike yet to get towards site. Twiston still at the back. He's still a support. Casper right there with him as well. So even if kyedae wins this, he tries to get towards the site, his body's in the way, so kyedae's trying to do what he can, isolate another, but time, and godb's loving it. He's going to make him take so long. Every single fight's going to be laboured, and Big just have to sit back and wait. I thought it was going to happen. I think I've been out of casting long enough because I was waiting literally just quietly. I think I have to tell you what's happening in some of these rounds. However, at this point, Sender, Shadow, and kyedae, what do you do? Sender's bailed them out on 2 big picks towards Cat. That's huge. That's the first bit of massive, untradeable impact we've had in a while. So, pretty Twiston, though, knows that he could be next on the chopping block. That's going to now really note that. So, Suppressed comes in, going to bring out the op.
A little bit disconnected on the way back in for Aslan and godb. Shadow hasn't caught this push yet. He's a very late round piece here. Sender will find his 4th. Just 1 left to find for Vitality.
He's being the difference maker at the moment. Sender bailing them out with those 2 huge picks on short was everything, and he's going to get the ace as well.
Did you enjoy the show?
Deserving too, and necessary. Boatloads of information just pouring on through. Obnox seems aware that middle has been vulnerable for a while. You saw him with that flash in hand, just keeping an eye towards it. So now going to call in the cavalry. Steps to be heard, and they wait towards the side. We're down to 13 seconds, and this is the problem. As much as, yes, Vitality did get around back the back of Sender, they didn't address the bigger problems, and now you're seeing it once again come through to this.
The clock is not their friend, and it hasn't been this entire attack in half for them.
Yeah, Casper's in a world of trouble now, and he knows it. He's hearing the utility being brought in. Sender just looked away. Twiston's going to punish him for it, and now Casper tries to swing out, get the best of them. And is this the round they're going to even up? Oh, of course. Of course.
Get everything you knew about Valorant, because there's no way the Vitality...
It shouldn't happen that many times over, right? I'm sure someone in chat like, but if you believe enough, you could win any fight. Yeah, all right, but look at them being able to slip through by tree. Hopefully Twiston can see that line of sight. He can, actually. Big boon for Big Bear. Now here's that punish. And it's gone to pieces. That was the main piece of that puzzle right there. Maybe that punish on catching maybe one of the 2 or 3 players towards CT, keeping them locked in towards B. As soon as that sight hit came through. Flashbang. Underhand flash. Quick.
Beautiful.
Pick up towards Sender. And instantly leaning back towards middle. I think they know what Vac's trying to do here. It was something they tried to look at last round, and that's been read. Really, literally, the book's been left on the table. But Brams finds a little bit of success. That could ferry a little bit of passage through. godb finds him through the wall. Brams has gone down. Shadow and kyedae. What can you do with this now? They can at least get the spike towards the site. They can get a plant, but it's all about the post plant, and it's a 2v4.
Get it down. Both players committed to site right now. So full HP. They have to find something on the way back in. The recon bolt will reveal it. Casper will find the last kill. Big will close out 13-11. God be in that last round, Lauren. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. Again, the awareness there and the timing on that peak to come back and reinforce that hold on B. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, again, this was a very tricky map because the scoreline makes it seem like it was an absolute cracker, you know.
Keep your eyes on the minimap here because Sender.
Mid-piece,
yeah, I was going to say he's making his way up to try and backstab into ropes, and asuna will punish it.
Yeah, that's pretty imperative impact because you can see the Vitality were holding the ramp control, maybe off the back of hoping they'd get that little bit of impact coming in through middle, maybe finding that pick on towards ShahZaM, but not going to happen. And then they're pinned in here. Now that's a good breakthrough moment though. Casper going down now means at least they've got some passage through towards the site, but instantly Goldbee's going to try and put himself in position. That's one. The follow-up would be ideal. It is. He's going to get two here, so Vitality, depending on Brams, to get him out of a tricky spot. He's actually done well enough to at least put them into a 2v1, but the HP is low, and sadly, he's stuck in a corner. This is a tricky way to cross out. It's not going to happen. Twiston has been pinned, and you had Obnox not far away if needed. So again, a relatively close round. You saw Vitality's intentions, but didn't quite come to fruition.
And not too much progress here. You see Vitality considering this rotation once again. Trade comes through on site, and the spike still tucked in towards A main. I think enough information for Vitality to hit this rotate here.
And it's good info too. Sender can just post up if he wants to, just try and see what he can find here, lock them in towards the site essentially. Audio cues are plenty. Smoke now dissipates and he's going to be able to note at least one, now two. He sees the gun getting switched out. It shut down Sender. Posts home the final two kills. Perfect response back from Vitality here. That looked lovely, especially with that defensive side of the aggression coming out, but well met on the other side. Male Roman now got B. He's in so much danger. Look around that corner. But ShahZaM by his side tries to make a leap for it. Trade comes out. Gobi gets one, gets two, but now look at the HP. 13 is all he's got to work with. Needs to try and... He's going for... What? Gobi, who is this man? And now Twiston, again, moving in. First peak found, and now it's viable. It's possible, but the HP difference is tremendous. Oh, and
No
Gobi!
way.
Out of nowhere, leading by example. So at this point, do they dare hit that rotation into the unknown, or do they try and steal pressure towards that A site?
Yeah, I was going to say the weapons could be a concern here. Casper down on a Spectre. We'll get punished at distance there. Vac. Play it again just to still consider one player tucked into backside. Rams actually will hear Twiston fall away here, but got to be unnoticed just yet, but it doesn't matter. Rams will find a 46 HP. Knows exactly where Twiston repositioned to. And actually, the slower pace of this round suiting Vitality here. Trying the punish here for a flawless.
Why destroy?
Twiston dancing with death here. Already closing the distance, so too much for him to deal with. kyedae will find it.
No charges left.
Again,
You can see the issue becoming, as much as yes, Gobi did donate that weapon early, he was only down to a sheriff. Going to quickly get the rifle back up. Now needs to weather the storm, pinned towards the backside of pillar. But he is buying time and buying time well. Can at least hinder the hit for now. 30 seconds, supports on the way. Obnox, no man's land. It's just the rifle in his hand and he gets swung on by Shadow. 20 seconds now. Can Gobi do it again? Surely not. Not again. Gobi, what? 3 huge kills. Gobi right now is keeping this team together. And Casper, sadly, does only have the shotgun to play with. So the judge isn't really one to be looking at. And maybe not even much of an upgrade here.
and at range, whether or not he's even going to be able to find one of these kills. Looks like Brams might even swing on him, and he does just that. The timing working out perfectly.
Too much of a problem. Let's see if they can control it now. Back en route, gonna at least step towards the side, but there's all that utility. It's just a mountain's worth in his way. Gonna have to post that eventually, and there's the push through on the smoke. Casper appears out of nowhere, but his Shadow unrelenting. He's not gonna fall away from this, and Brams still lurking towards middle. Finds the impact eventually after lingering towards vent, towards those ropes, as Brams and Shadow still looking to do some work here. Godby high flash goes in, does nothing to dissuade this. And again, doesn't get anything out of it. Time beginning to dwindle. He's got to make his move. Brams just going to be sitting pretty, playing the time to perfection. Aslan's found Shadow, and Gobi actually gets Brams. Incredibly surprising that Casper's going to try and fill the gap. Going to post himself up with that judge. Let's see if he's good for one.
Uh-oh.
He's Obnox got support. Yeah, that's good for one, but it's Obnox. Oh dear, it's getting messy. This is a weird round. It's a 1v1. And actually, yeah, just gives him the fade away. Godby not going to get a chance at this time. Shadow, don't know if he's going to catch it, but timing's everything. Vac going to be trying to get the timing right, and he does. Disastrous for Twist, and is now everything going to start looking a little bit weaker on the push-up. Vac doesn't check below, but it's going to be already kyedae going to clear it. Sight's looking well under control, and honestly, credit to Vitality, because that looked so dicey for so much.
Oh. Spike planted.
Oh.
Playing with their food, right? If Casper gets a kill, I'm going to be pretty upset about it, to be honest, but it's like kyedae thinks better of it. Yeah, well, good luck now. Wow, nearly still has one Vac down to 34 HP, but we'll close that round out. Vitality find their 6th.
In a moment or two where he hasn't had vision, so there's always a chance at it. Aslan. This is where things get horrible for him. He knows he's in so much danger. Wait, Aslan got that?
You got a kill onto kyedae.
He got a kill onto kyedae when? When and how? And now Casper tucks in on the site, finds Vac as he leaps across. Sender and Shadow now going to invest the ult into this, try and get any sort of information they can because they now know they're in danger. It's a 2v3 on the site, 2 towards CT. Hulk comes out on the other side, and Obnox is there, catching Sender towards heaven. And the start of some of these rounds has been wild.
Last round before the switch.
Seemingly in rounds that you'd almost say...
Casper with a different hold this time, a little bit deeper towards the edge of rafters. Swing on one, beautiful adjustment. It's actually Aslan to claim it towards Brams, and he's pretty safe here for now. No one hitting that lurk on him, 2 of them there. They can play the time here, allow support to come over, but Casper wants it himself. This could tie it all up. Vac going to be put in a very tough spot. 6-6 now between the two. Now, 25 seconds. Spike going to go down. Obnox gets instantly challenged. He thought that wall was going to keep him safe. Not the case at all. 2 big picks from Vitality in such tricky positions to clear. Nade comes in as well. Aslan could be in danger, and he is. And that's going to be just pretty much sewn up. Vitality instantly taking back space that just wasn't meant to be theirs. Yeah, and this is going to prove problems for Big now. They actually need to really rework towards the side bit. Deeper look towards CT. You can see Shadow now has to respect that. Even just a touch, pull the way towards Pillar. Doesn't want to die towards CT. That would open up way too many opportunities. And Big, once again, this is very topsy-turvy. Look at the way this round's playing out. You've got 2 players on the side for Vitality. Shadow being one playing the timing well. Here's the audio cue and looks to swing on it. Finds nothing. Bit of information, sure, but no frag off the back. And look at the utility. Just flooded the site again. Got B and Twist and finding critical kills when it matters. And Big somehow stabilized there because it started to get so dicey with the positioning coming out and that pit coming up through from sewer. He's around behind them. This is going to be a moment away, and now this is where everything's going to become so scary. And there's the trade out. Already, we're down to just 3 remaining. Look at the HP. Brams 18, kyedae 10, Vac 6 HP, and there's Twister makes his appearance again. And this is all falling to pieces. Vitality. They looked like they had such intention, such focus in mind, a plan to pull through from that mid play, but it all fell to pieces with Big just sitting back and being patient, playing their own game, not falling into the trap.
Really well considered.
Twister's just going. It's like, well then, I'm off. Just gonna dip away from this for a second, but you're gonna be in such a weird position. Obnox tries to get around. But what is this round? It feels so weird because look at Twiston's positioning. They have no idea he could be here, even though he was the player that got contact on. Surprise! kyedae goes down, and now this is where you start sweating bullets because it was never meant to be this way. I'm just going to try and safely cross through towards site utilities there, and passage is made. Spike to be planted, and it is a 3v3.
Yeah, Vac does have that showstopper on the way back in. No satchels, though. You have to run this one down.
Oh.
Slowed down by the fault line once again from Godby. Will he post it? Just hope for the best. He does indeed. He finds the kill. He finds a second as well.
Come on, Vac. Give it everything you got, but now it's down to Casper. Not going to get it. Brams by his side, but it was Vac to instigate that retake, and it looked to perfection. What kyedae can do. Oh, they lined up a little. There's just a little bit of a line up there.
There's a moment.
A little bit of a line up there. Aslan does win that fight, so Casper getting ready for the push out for the trade. Actually loses the fight, but he read the play correctly, but Brams outdoes him, and Brams has been pretty instrumental in getting a couple of these integral picks coming back in. As Vac waits, actually sticks around and does double down. So finds 2 out of this one, and we are down to just 2. Obnox and Aslan, and where are they? Both dedicated to working their way down. One drops towards hell. Brams.
Don't swing left.
Oh dear, Brams the timing. Could not be better. It's all his. Brams again. Some critical kills from this man. And in the last two are great, but even just as deep as he got, it's still being considered by Brams, who's been pretty much good on this. The walkthrough, though, Farrell gives away the game, and now the crunch comes in. But kyedae's doing great. Still standing, takes down Obnox 3 in play for big. Much more can you do, Vac? Still alive.
Not sure how.
I tell you.
Not sure how.
No, don't want to. Maybe not a replay on that one. kyedae, though, is, again, still standing as well.
I think
Almost got a knife in the back. There's nobody. Now, there is someone trying to do this back to them, right, through sewers. They can now clear this. It's a race back towards B. What impact can Casper have down towards CT? Can he at least catch the player? Does he want to go for that? Or is that too risky? There's the ult. What? Oh, this game, my fuck. What is going on?
Did that 142, Aslan?
Taking that back. Spike planted.
There's no way. I just want to come back to that. There's so many rounds where you can see Big making great use of the control, and obviously rounds slowing down, but it's turned so... You know, all the positives from map 1 and 2.
I know.
Really highlighted here in Split. Oh, he's got his res out here before we push.
Alright, just slow walk it. It'll be fine. Right, here we go. Flash goes in, site take commences. Aslan going to be at the tip of this. Shadows has been generally good for one, and he might be good for more. The smoke does actually only get one from this for now, but his support's there. kyedae and Vac not too far off, leaving Casper and Godbeat to try and face the music now. What can they do with the position they have? I mean, do they get a clean fight on this? Yes, that's one! Casper! Huge play! Finding center up in towards heaven, and now kyedae, he knows it. He's stuck. He's in such a dire predicament, and Casper's watching this. He sees a pixel out of place. What a round from the man, Casper.
And again, at that point, you're looking at it and you should be like, how have Vitality found 2 kills in this scenario?
Yeah, she is. I really hope she does. Pronunciation. Just everything. Everything.
Oh, Twisted found 2.
Yeah, I mean,
A
at this
site's
point,
wide open. Yep.
they found the rifle instantly. It pushed out, they were ready for it. We saw that in the past. I mean, Big, if you're ever going to question Big on like a default, they're going to be fine. If you're ever going to worry about their patience, they will be there till the last 15 seconds. They are not in a hurry. Twistan's in CT.
3 out of 5.
So, this round is sewn the hell up. Vac, oh, you're really hopeful, aren't you? Oh, maybe one will just walk heaven. No. All right, off we go.
Spike
Judge
planted.
to hand. Big 5 standing. All
There's
goes
a
in.
wall. Yeah, good.
Oh, that's not bad. That's about all you're going to get, and that's how Big get to 12. It's going to be one more required. And
2-1-2 setup. Looks like might be God B and Aslan to try and sell something.
You want to
B
find it?
site here. The Cosmic Divide goes up.
ooh. And the pinch begins. Keep your eyes on the player working through towards those
30
ropes as well.
seconds
That's kind of the indicator that that's about to start. Now, Big need to really sell this, and that's a good way to do it. Just put your life on the line. That'll do. Now, the reveal's going to come out, though, and Cat is still in position. Vitality are not done just yet. Maybe the reverse sweep, maybe the OT. It could all come through. Twister, though, big pickup. Does find Cat a time, though. 12 seconds and spikes in no man's land. This is
10
what we want to
seconds
be
left.
seeing here, Hypoc.
Not really, no.
Player standing.
Vac's going to trade that back out. God be the last man standing. No time left, and overtime once again on
Right
Split. I just...
OT.
This series has descended into
Switching
absolute
sides.
chaos. It's...
Overtime.
God B is tucked in safely from this, I think. This should be enough to now let him know, oh no, I've made a mistake. I turned away at the wrong time, and now God B is on an island. 10 seconds. Can he do anything about it? He gets one. He needs to find potentially another at this point. Cavalry's on the way. God B! When they need him, he finds a little bit of form in this one. And he even shuts down on Sender. God B keeping composure to the very final moment there. And they will get the first in
Switching
OT.
sides.
Need as the UI seems to know more than I do. God B does go down. And Twiston looking for a way back in, but you can see Sender's position is really solid. Still going to get a trade out, but again, this is messy. Even just Twiston alive. I feel as though this one
B.
seems to be wrapped up unless Vitality make a couple of mistakes here.
In case you were wondering. In case you're wondering what was about to happen. Yes.
Win.
That was a Vitality win.
Switching sides.
And here it comes. Already aslan going to punish Brams on the cross. Looks towards CT, no one's there. It's all towards the side. Twiston has to be on red alert. Here's the steps. Now he's got to note there's players nearby. Should catch kyedae, but makes a meal of it. Now, luckily for him, Aslan's had his back here, so he's found Vac. So again, a favourable enough shot comes out, but kyedae on the absolute Ferrari peek towards Aslan. And it looks like the UI's given up altogether. As Obnox isolates Sender, looks towards the site, tags towards Shadow. Shadow and kyedae.
Both
What
low
can you do
HP.
with this one? Yeah, exactly. You can see it won't take much, but again, the pincer movements coming in. Finally, they're starting to clear the side. It's going to be kyedae looking towards God.B. God.B wins it, and now it's on Shadow. A 1v3, he can't get it out. And at this point, Casper's got him done. Diffuse comes in. I think that was too late. That felt like I was watching Ascent again.
I mean, at that point, it's almost like you look at right out here and look at it. The spike cam, the utility in
Sender.
unison.
Spike down mid. Where is everyone?
That's lovely work, Obnox. This is going to have to be
Pretty special.
heroic levels. Oh, it's not looking likely either with Shadow here. Yeah, this is... Oh, he did get Brams, but again, we move forward. 14-14.
Here.
The other side, here comes that pressure hit. Hasn't yet to make a step, really. Keeps composed, keeps patience, and it doesn't pay off. kyedae, just quicker. And the site's theirs. There wasn't anyone super close by. It was Casper, I think, who was the nearest by to this, but God.B still trying to do some damage up from heaven, and at this point, we're down to a 2v2.
One enemy remaining.
Obnox fine one though, kyedae falls. Just one left to find. Back now tries to spam through, but the double swing favors big. Again, they pull ahead. Vitality now. And a couple of tools to slow things down. Vac actually just swings
Shot.
out.
Oh, Vac! Getting a second as well. Getting God.B down is incredible work. Now, yes, Ops is still alive, and Vac actually gets caught with an aid in hand, and suddenly there's an opportunity. kyedae and
Ow.
Sender, where are you now? This is where they need you. We've seen kyedae having some impact and Sender going huge in the past, and they need a bit of it again. They have to face off against Aslan, Casper, and Obnox. Slow progress.
Res available in the post plant as well, and I might be joking a little bit on it, but the big tool. You see Obnox actually looking to swing back towards mid to try and get one of those reses, Lauren. This could be huge for big.
Really could be. Timing's a factor. Tap on the spike. Sender trying to draw out the first potential victim. kyedae spots one on the cross. There's that res coming in now. They know where these players are. Aslan found Sender. It's all on kyedae, and it's not going to work out. Big get across the finish line in OT, 16-14.
Again, I felt like that map was so weird and